Brothers Rising, that is the name of today's Men's Health Summit program. So our health is our heritage. Our wellness is our power, and together we will rise.
I mean, that you are the leader of your household. You are the mentor of your kids. So you want to make sure you stick around so you can tell someone's story.
There's been situations where I couldn't have been here, including last month. So I take this very dearly that we take this into hand and listen to what they have to say.
Brother Lateef Adams, we had an event a couple months ago, and he shared some information, and that is how this is born.
We ask you to bless us with wisdom and guidance and give us the strength to do what's best for our health, because when we do what's best for our health, we do what's best for our families and our communities.
How many of you already had their colonoscopies? My man, I like that. How many of you are 45 or older and have never had a colonoscopy? Okay. And you talking trash when I walked in. Colonoscopy is the only screening tool that allows both identification of polyps and removal, all in the same session. Signs and symptoms, most people have no symptoms. That's why you need to get screened. By the time you have symptoms, you already have advanced disease, at least stage 2, right? Weight loss, bleeding, loss of appetite.
But in the population that I see at Barnes Church Hospital, people who actually end up on dialysis, I would say 60%, 70% have high blood pressure. Here's the problem with high blood pressure and diabetes. Most people aren't aware they have this until it's too late, because these are silent diseases. I just need you to get your blood pressure checked. And so black people who are on dialysis are less likely to be placed on the organ transplant list.
A lot of these diseases affect us. We are a lot of health disparities. We have lack of access to care. And as you see here, as far as African American males and females, 47% for females, 44% for males, as far as heart disease being the primary killer. If you're of a certain age, you go to the ER, you get a blood test, they check a troponin. Everyone knows what an EKG is. An EKG allows us to look at the rhythm of the heart, but also can diagnose whether you have had a recent heart attack or whether you had an old heart attack.
So dementia is essentially anything that disrupts your daily living, and it's a loss of memory and other thinking capabilities. So if you look at our community, African Americans, we're about twice as likely as our white counterparts. There you go. We're twice as likely as our white Americans to have Alzheimer's or another form of dementia.
And I do an annual physical, a blood test is part of that physical, a comprehension exam is part of that physical. Part of the blood test that my wife and I have contributed to is now part of the medication that has been developed to treat Alzheimer's. It's all about participation. If we don't participate in the studies, guess what? Guess who's going to get the benefit of it? It's going to be the people who participate. So just like you men are participating in your community, we have to encourage other black men to step up and participate. Because when they develop these vaccines, these medications, they're going to develop them for people who participate. And if you're not that at the table, then you're going to continue to suffer, or we're going to continue to suffer.
Who is more likely to develop post-traumatic stress? The person who has never witnessed trauma, or the person who has witnessed trauma? It turns out the person that has witnessed trauma. That haunts you for life. So it's normal to experience depression. But how deep is your depression?
So as we've heard several times, black men are 1.5 times more likely to develop diabetes over their lifetime as compared to white men. And approximately 40% of black men, so that's just all comers, will have prediabetes, so some type of glycemic excursion that you'll see on blood work. So who should be screened for diabetes? So if you're older than age 45, you should get tested for diabetes at least once yearly.
Well, prostate cancer primarily associated with African Americans. And I am, like my good friend, my brother said, I'm a 25-year survivor of prostate cancer.